Well, surprise, surprise, points dropped. Maresca, what are you doing? Enough blames on the player. There's a problem with his coach. Another defeat, no win in our last 5 games. Maresca is a big problem, and I've had enough of blaming players. Fans have been out there saying Kunku can't press, this is a mess, but I think there's a problem with this coach, and Maresca needs to change. And I've been saying this in my videos that the coach needs to be dynamic, the coach needs to adapt the game, and what we're doing, the same thing. We just need to face the reality. Maresca at the moment is falling off. I don't know what's happening, but there's a problem. I was happy to see Josh Achipong starting as centre back. Maresca has problems, and these problems are slowly being unfolded on the squad. He doesn't trust most of his players. We have a lot of young players in this squad, and if the coach doesn't trust or doesn't show that trust to these players, from senior players to young players, guess what? Things will start to boil up. The squad will not perform well. We have seen in the last 5 games, we have been struggling to get wins. When did we start to struggle to get wins? Is when the Conference League stopped, we went into the busy schedule, there was no more Conference League football, and Maresca was so stubborn, didn't make any changes in his team. He was doing one substitute at a time. In a game where you have 5 substitutes, you just make one sub. Just being stubborn in that way. And guess what? Players now, they want to leave. They don't see their chances, they don't see their futures at Chelsea. And I don't blame these players. I don't blame Renato Vega to want to leave. I'm not surprised these players, because Renato Vega is a young talent. He have signed last summer, sitting there, seeing the senior players like Ben Chilwell being brushed out, have been benched throughout the whole season. I don't know, he got only one chance to play. And you have Renato Vega sitting on the bench and looking at that situation, said, okay, should I go elsewhere to find some game time? It's not about the player wanting to leave. It's what's happening on the team. So it's what's happening with our manager. He doesn't trust most of his players. He doesn't trust the players, And if you don't show trust to the player, they won't be performing. And you'll be trying to find, okay, what's the problem here? What's the problem? Do we need to sign other players? No, we don't need to sign any other player. We have the players already. We have the players. And I'll give you an example, right? Let's go to Nottingham Forest. How many players from that squad are making it into our team? How many players? You can name them. Comment below, like how many players from Nottingham Forest will be making it in our team or in our starting lineup. I think you will struggle to find most of the players. Maybe a few. But guess what? They're second. They went top to Liverpool. It doesn't mean we don't have talents. No, the problem is our coach is not dynamic enough, is not ready to adapt to the Premier League. And this is sometimes the problem with modern coaches. You see, we saw it with Vincent Kompany at Burnley. He brought back Burnley to the Premier League. He was stubborn. He didn't change his playing style, and Burnley was relegated. Same happened to the coach of Southampton, who brought Southampton back in the Premier League. He was stubborn, but he was sacked last year. Sometimes the Premier League, you need to adapt. And for Maresca, I don't expect him to just change his playing style. I don't expect that. But it's your first season. When you sign a deal to be a coach of Chelsea, I don't expect you the first season to implement your own tactics from the go. You could do that slow by slow, but when things start to change, you need to work with the players well. I don't expect on the first year at the club, you demand more. You demand players from. You need to know, like, you're going to a certain team, you have this kind of players, and you need to find a way to work around those players. And then after that first season, then we go in the transfer window, we bring you players. Because who knows Estevao Williams will fit in this Maresca system? Who knows Kendrick Pye will fit in this Maresca system? We have all want to bring back Andre Santos, but we really fit in this Maresca system. He's a good player, but Maresca needs to find a way to work around with those good players. When we bring back Andre Santos at the end of the season, we need Maresca to work around that player. When we bring Estevao Williams next season, we need Maresca to work around with that player. When Kendrick Pye joins Chelsea next season, we need Maresca to work around with that player. We have Joao Felix, who at the moment is trying to get minutes. We have Christopher Nkunku, who wants to leave because he's seeing the situation. And you are Renato Vega, you are Casade, you are saying, okay, the talent of Joao Felix, who have been, is a senior player now, and he has got so much talent, but it's failing to squeeze in that Chelsea squad. is just a bench warmer. What do you expect from these young kids to learn? What do you expect from Kane Chukwemeka? What do you expect from Casade? What do you expect from Renato Vega? What do you expect? Senior players are not being paid, or they're not being given chances to prove themselves. Of course, these players will want to leave, and I don't blame them because there's no future. There's no future. They don't see any future in Chelsea because how the manager is approaching games, how the manager is approaching, these circumstances. You look at Madueke, he got potential for me. Madueke is a good player, but how do you handle the situation of the manager? You are the manager, needs to be ready, needs to take these young kids and just mentor them. If you don't give them chances, if you don't show trust on them, they won't be happy. And if they won't be happy, they won't be performing. And if they won't be performing, they'll look elsewhere. I don't see if this will work out next season unless the coach changes, because we have a lot of talents joining the club next season, and we also have a lot of talent within the club at the moment. These senior players and other players and happy after 6 months is a problem. I don't even want to see Kane Chukwemeka leaving, and I didn't want to see Casade leaving. These players I think they have got potential. One example is Drewsby Hall. He played with him in Leicester City and he joined Chelsea with him. The same player is struggling to get minutes. I'm not saying his rivals are much better than the likes of Enzo or Caicedo or Romeo Ravia, but you expect him to be at least used as a substitute in the Premier League. You expect that because you have had a player for a season or so. So you expect him at least to use him or to utilize him to make some changes when things are not going well. You expect that player who you have been working with for a period of time, like, okay, I need you to do this and this and this, and you expect that player to at least deliver to have that impact. It's not happening. Drewsby Hall and Maresca is not happening, and this is just eating up the squad at the moment. The last 5 games is a proof something is wrong within the club. We're all saying that we need new players, we need signing strikers, and so on and so on, but most of the players from the squads are not happy, and that will eat up the rest of the squad. You are training with people who are not happy. You are training with people who are thinking, whatever I do, I'm not getting a chance. Guess what? Even you in that training is not reflecting enough. They'll be smiling and so on, but they're just thinking, I need to find a place elsewhere. Things are not working, and that is on the manager. I don't blame these sporting directors or so, because when he signed for Chelsea, he knew the players he had in the first season. Even Maresca said that he watched most of the games. He watched most of our games. Last season, he said he knows every player. I don't need that players don't fit in the system. You a bit paraphrasing, but he said that he watched Chelsea, he have watched most of the players, and I think it worked. Coming the first season, you need to wake up with the players. You said you looked or you wore them, you analyzed them through the last season. You need to work with them that first season, and then the second season you can just give some suggestions on the players you want, and we can see if things work out from there. We have dropped points with the likes of Everton, Ipswich, and Crystal Palace. If you go on the table and look, these teams below 15, they are in the relegation zone. We have dropped points with the teams that are close to the relegation zone. As fans, we'll be blaming players, we'll be blaming Nicholas Jackson up front not finishing his chances. It's true. He's not been finishing most of his chances, but the coach, we don't need the coach to just have a single player or just few individuals in which you trust, and then the rest just you don't matter. I won't choose it because I don't trust. That's a problem, because once the players who you trust, they're underperforming, you have no way out. That's what's happening in the last 5 games. And also it's due to fatigue. These players have been playing a lot of back-to-back games, and the next season there'll be some other talents joining the team. So I expect the manager to change. I expect the manager to approach this thing and change his mentality. Stop being stubborn and use the players you have for this season. Wait for the next season, whereby you transfer out other players and you bring in the players you think they'll fit your system. But for this season, you need to focus, right? I need to use the squad I have. All players matter, unless you're injured or something, but all the players I have matter. I need to show trust in these players, especially the young talents. These young talents can learn from senior players, can learn from other players, or the coach or the manager is having trust on us, and we can fight for it. Maresca right now, he doesn't show that. That's reflecting on the performance on the pitch. In his dressing room, I think he has that division of the players he trusts, the other players he doesn't trust. He don't use substitute, and we are struggling to win games. If we get other players being injured, it's a problem. It's a problem because the players you've been trusting, they're injured, and the players you have not been trusted, they're now available. And guess what? They're not ready to prove it to you. They're not ready to fight for you. So this thing of players opening to leave Chelsea should be taken as they don't fit Maresca's system. Yeah, it could be true, but also should be looked at a different perspective. Why do these players want to leave? No player, every player wants to play for Chelsea, just a big club. These players are not playing for the bottom of the league Leicester City team. Like they're moving to another big team. They're playing for Chelsea. This is Chelsea we are talking about. It's not other small club out there. This is Chelsea, and every player, I believe, who signs for Chelsea wants to play for Chelsea. When the players like Renato Vega are open to leave Chelsea, they're open to go elsewhere to find time. There is a problem. There is a problem. And this problem lies within the club. And it's not about the sporting directors or NSO. This problem lies with the tiger, the coach. That's what I'm saying. And most of the fans, they don't realize that the coach right now is being the problem. He's not dynamic enough. He doesn't show trust to his players. And that's how we are starting to drop points. Who knows when this will stop? Who knows? And we are facing Man City in the next few fixtures. Nkunku wants to leave. Vegas on his way out. It shows the way how things are going around Chelsea. Josh Anchepong, if not for the new contract he agreed to sign, I don't expect him to be starting games. I don't expect him to be introduced in the first team because the team has chosen the sporting directors. They assure him you'll be used and you'll get your time. But it's not the first choice Maresca decided. We need this talent to stay. We need this talent to sign a contract, but you are the coach also needs to play your part. You need also to prove that you will get play this young talent, and Maresca probably agreed. And then Josh Armstrong extended his contract, signed his contract, and now is playing for Chelsea. That's good. But does Maresca trust him? Or is using him because there's no other option? That's a question to be asked because there are a lot of talents we are bringing next season in which they are not signed and Maresca was signed by sporting directors and so on. Will the coach trust those players, or will it be the same excuse saying this player doesn't fit in Maresca's system? So it's a disappointment. It's a disappointment for Chelsea at the moment. It's a disappointment for the club to have this kind of situation. 5 games without a win.